Now, I would like to ask you to explain how to use that stewardship reporting form. We have already shared the link of that reporting form on our chat. Please, Aniel, lead us on a short explanation about how to use that at the local level, local church level, and also in a conference, a union, even a division.
What we have shared is a template that can be used at the local church. And you will see that in this assessment, Stewardship Ministries assessment model form, we are focusing on the two areas of the strategic orientation document. On one side, we are focusing on the goal. We want to know where we have reached. And the second side of this document is on the lead measures. We want to know what have been the strategies, what have we done, or what we have not done to reach the goals that we have. These two aspects, when we look at them, it gives us a good picture of where we are, and it also tells us what we should do to improve in the future. This form can be used as it is in the local church, but I think it should be adapted to your local reality. And conferences can consolidate forms from various entities and have a picture of what is happening in their conferences. And unions can do the same. And probably you will see that you are very good in spiritual empowerment, but your weakness can be building confidence. You can see that your strength is you are doing very good in bringing stewardship education to everyone, but then you can see other aspects where you are weak, and this will help you. This will help your department, the various entities in your union to grow, because now you have an accurate assessment of your strength and of your weaknesses. This instrument can be very useful if we want to change the picture when it comes to putting God first in our local churches.
Thank you so much, Aniel. This is very useful, and you will even find on this document links that will lead you to develop your vision on each on each item that the document is leading you to. But every time I come to a new field as a stewardship director, I like to ask myself a question, because what we measure is an indicator of what we think. And I would like not to measure, I would like to choose one thing that will be the most important thing I would like to measure. What would that most important thing be? And as we value people more than financial resources, because we are in the business of bringing people to heaven and not money to the church treasury. Stewardship works with bringing people to heaven. This is our main goal. We work with people, not with money. We would like to build up their spiritual life, but by leading them to trust God and to exercise that trust through regular and systematic giving. I need to think back to God and decide if I trust the Bible is true when the Bible says something about tithe and offerings. And then based on that decision to trust God and to trust the Bible, I will return my tithe and my offerings. So each time I return my tithe and my offering, I am exercising my trust in God. And I would like to see if more and more people are being exposed to that experience of trusting more God. So, but this is not easy to figure out, right? That's not easy to assess. But if you have in your field the ACMS, Adventist Church Management System, this is a new system that has been developed by the church and has made available by the General Conference. And I know that already 89 unions around the world are using ACMS, 10 divisions, and 89 unions in those 10 divisions are already using that system. If you have that system, you can find out, and if that system is crossing treasury and secretary information, you may have in seconds that information. I would like to know what is the percentage of membership in my field or my local church which are engaged in regular systematic giving. I am not as much interested in how much they are giving, but I am interested, my foremost interest is to know what is the percentage of membership that is engaged in regular and systematic giving, especially when it comes to offerings. Because tithe, we are explaining and educating people on our Bible studies, but offering, we need to educate people more and more in offering. So you will see here on the chat what we have shared. We have shared our annual statistic report. I encourage you to read, to carefully read, access, download that. I have downloaded that on my iPad. And I would like to read it in a detailed way. Look to your division, compare your division. Look, you will find many missionary information. Sometimes people, when you go to meetings, people ask you, oh, give me some information about how the church is developing its missionary work. You will find there, and at the end of the document, you will find information about tithes and about offerings. Aniel mentioned the stewardship reporting form, and Jonetta also shared it with you just a few moments ago. This report Aniel was mentioning. And the last thing that you will find here, and we just shared, is the GC strategic orientation, just a summary of it on a PDF format. I suggest you to copy those links, and later, because now you will watch the 4 more division reports, but later you may read those resources and look on it. And now I don't know if you want to add something.
Marcus, just a reminder, you have announced previously that this is the time that we want to hear from you what we can do better to serve you. We want to brainstorm rapidly through the chat. Put any idea, all ideas or good ideas, put in the chat how we can better serve you so that together we can fulfill the vision of putting God first. Please, your ideas are important to us. This is what will help us to move forward and stronger for His glory. Please use the chat for that. Thank you.